Hello, everyone. I am Kyle Krieger, and I am here with Streampunk Entertainment, Streampunk Combat, and one of the hosts of Jabronis United. Uh, Today we have an interview ready for Dangerzone II with one of the fighters. Sir, care to say your name?
Yes, sir. My name is Mahayar Stphard. I go by Swift in the fighting community, and I just can't wait for this Saturday fight.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Where are you fighting out of?
I am fighting out of Massachusetts, Chicopee, Massachusetts.
All right. Who will be your opponent this weekend?
My opponent will be, what's his name? Rodney Johnson. Um, that's all I know about him. I just know that that's his name. He's karate based, and haven't really saw no footage of him, but sometimes I like to surprise myself and see what I got, to read opponents if I can read them correctly. But should be a good one.
Awesome, awesome. What weight class are you fighting out of?
Weight class is 185.
185. Fantastic. So to start this interview, I'd like to get into your training process. How did you get started? What got you into fighting? I believe you have a background
hmm
in some fightings as well. So, what got you into MMA?
just really seeing my oldest brother. He was big into MMA. My father, when we were young as kids, my father used to have us train, various forms of martial arts, whether it be Muay Thai, wrestling, boxing, just learning the basics, not too much into it, and I really got serious into it about 2 years ago. I think last year is when I started my serious training with my younger brother. He's my coach and manager. Um, and it just took off from there. I had my first fight last year. I felt really great, and it felt like this is something that I want to continue to embark on in this journey. So yeah, it just always martial arts has always been in my blood, I'll say. I wrestled for my high school, Central High School, was varsity 160, D1 state. We won state champ. So I have a wrestling background. Boxing, I have a majority of a boxing background. Um, Other than that, there's other backgrounds I do have, but I wouldn't say I'm great in. But through training, I now can rely on the other backgrounds that I wasn't too great in. So,
Awesome, awesome. You mentioned training. How do you go about training for a fight? Like, do you alter your workouts for the different opponents? Like, what what
yes.
goes into that?
So
If you're okay with revealing.
I'll reveal some of it. So depending on the fighter, if I know that he has a striking background, then I will work out predominantly my striking and my wrestling. Because
Okay.
fighting a person that's just basically striking, they don't have no wrestling. So maybe I'll tweak my exercises to more of explosive, takedown dynamic exercises. If I'm fighting someone that's just karate, then I'll work on my striking and wrestling as well. I just always just work on my wrestling. Just always have that wind and cardio up. I always have that in the gym. I changed my powerlifting to more explosive exercises to keep my heart rate up just in case. So I lift pretty heavy, but when it's fight time, when it's fight week or fights coming up, that's when I get into that training mode to where I got to do fast repetitions, explosions, um, a lot of head movement, slipping drills, striking drills, to get my mind ready for the fight.
Okay. You mentioned getting your mind into the fight. Like, fighting is definitely more than physical. How do you mentally prepare for a fight?
So I cut out everything that is pleasure. So when it comes to drinking, I don't drink a lot, but when it comes to drinking, I cut that completely out. When it comes to outside activities like going out, I cut that completely out and I just focus straight on what I have to do, to knock down this wall. Because without mental stability, you're not winning anything. You could be the top fighter in the world, but if you're not mentally sustained, how would you know when you get into the fight, you'll be mentally ready to throw that punch? You know what I mean? Or to
Mm,
block a punch or to get hit and the receiver hit and then give one back. Mentally preparedness is It's a big thing when it comes to the fighting community, and it's something that I've learned at a young age. Luckily, I had a father, in my life growing up that installed these disciplines inside of me, so where I didn't have those outcomes to where I'm not mentally trained for anything. I'm always mentally prepared for everything. So,
Awesome, awesome. Well, it looks like Rich has just arrived, so let's admit him in.
Yeah, I don't know. Now
There
I'm
you
trying to.
go.
I can hear you now. Yeah.
All right, guys.
Hey, awesome.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys already had started to talk about. How old are you?
I'm 25 years old.
Where are you at? Where are you from?
I am from Springfield, Massachusetts, born in Brooklyn, but just raised in Springfield.
And where you are now? Whitfield?
Yep.
What is the gym? Gym is training what gym?
Oh, the gym I've been working at is Fighting Arts Academy, and I've also been training with my coach, my manager, Cass, my old younger brother,
What's his name?
Kasaja Stphard. And then also I've been working alongside my other coaches, Coach Jeremy, Coach Kevin, and Coach Maddie of Fighting Arts Academy.
Okay. So, but you're fighting. Is this going to be a professional fight for you or an amateur fight?
I believe it's amateur.
Yeah, yeah, it's an amateur. But you're already pro as well.
Not yet.
Okay. Okay. And you've been for 2 years, and okay. When did you start? When did you start this getting involved in MMA?
I started about 3 years ago. I've always, well, me and my family always had a martial arts history background growing up, just not serious. But I got serious about 3 years ago.
And who influenced you the most? To your family, or
Yes, my family, my oldest brother and my father.
they encouraged you?
Yep.
Will they be at the will they be at the fight? Who will be at the fight with you?
My younger brother, which is my coach, he will be at the fight, and my wife, she should be at the fight, and a couple of my relatives.
You have no kids, but you're married, right?
Excuse me?
You have no kids. But
Oh, no kids, no kids, not yet.
all right. When you're not fighting, what do? You have a full time job?
Yeah. When I'm not fighting, I do cash transportation. I have a full-time job. I also teach at a school that I actually train in. I teach wrestling, boxing, or certain exercises. Because me and my other brother, we have an exercise page called St. Far Fitness, where we display certain forms of exercises. Um, Other than that, I'm very big into history, so I'm either into the books, or teaching, or just working.
Great. Yeah, you keep yourself busy, and that's really cool. How do you keep yourself mentally though, prepared for to getting in the cage?
Um, I've always, when I explained to Scott, I've always just keep myself mentally trained or prepared. I'm not a person that's big into the party world. I'm big into self-reflection. I'm big into my home. I'm big into mentally growing, and especially when it comes to fight, how I mentally prepare is that I cancel out everything that's pleasurable in my life, and I just stick strictly into training.
First time you're fighting for Danger Zone, I assume you haven't been on the show before.
No, this is my second fight for Dangerzone.
When was the first one? You weren't on the last one though with the Armory.
Oh, not the I believe the October one. I was supposed to fight in October, but I believe that guy backed out. But I did fight in last February in Danger Zone, and I won via TKO first round.
Very nice.
Thank you, thank you.
That, and was that at the Armory as well?
Excuse me?
Was that up at the Armory in Newburgh? That show?
Yep.
Yeah. What was the experience like? And
Uh,
tell me about how you anticipate going back there Saturday.
for my first time entering into a cage, I felt like I was locked in because that was my first time entering to a cage by myself or with another opponent. Obviously, when I train now, I'm going into cages so I can get rid of the butterfly feelings. But when I first went to the cage, I felt like, oh snap, this is real life. This is about to happen. And through the fight, I was kind of nervous. I didn't throw as many punches as I should have. And um, through the fight, in the middle of the fight, I just kind of relaxed myself and I threw, a nice stiff one, and it dropped them. Um, but I felt kind of nervous. Right now, I feel great. Like I feel like I'm ready to go in and take this win. I feel great about myself right now. And what was the other question you asked?
Um, I was asking about the Armory. Like so many other things to ask, and I don't want to keep it on much. The Danger Zone was the one. Yeah, that's it's about the MMA. Who do you follow in MMA, and what type of fighter are you? Are you a striker? Do you punch? What's your forte?
I like to in the beginning I'll call myself a striker. But as I'm evolving and growing and constantly training, I would like to say that I'm becoming well around. I'm utilizing my feet as well as my wrestling and more grappling jujitsu. So I would like to say I'm just an all around fighter. I wouldn't want to just base myself to something, then the person can just think that they can just beat me at something else. I like to train all aspects so no one can beat me at anything. Um, I take my fighting inspiration from John Jones, Anderson Silva. Those are my two top two, greatest of all time fighters. Um, and yeah, I watch a little of Israel Adesanya. I like his fighting background. I like how he fights in his striking. And other than that, that's who I follow. I don't really follow too many wrestlers. And except for Jordan Burrow. Jordan Burrow, I like his wrestling. Uh, other than that, nobody else.
Uh, you mentioned Jones and Silver, and a lot of the guys we're talking to mention the same names. You
Mhm.
know, so that's good. But you sound like you got a really good background with a lot of interesting things about you here.
Mhm.
I think I might have been. Is there anything else you need to know about you till I see you at weigh-in next week, or did we just about get it all right now?
Um, I think that's basically. I just want people to know that I'm ready and I'm going to take this serious and I'm going to make my name be known in the MMA community.
That's awesome. Yeah. Uh, I actually have another question. Uh, how did you get involved with Danger Zone?
Oh man, one of my I call him a little brother of mine, but one of my close friends, he fought in Danger Zone and he recommended it to me, and I was like, all right, let's do it, and
Awesome.
that's how it started.
May 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 we ask the identity of this friend?
Moses Oquendo, he
Okay.
fought at Danger Zone once or twice.
Very nice. Very nice. Do you have anyone coming with you to the fight this next weekend?
I don't think so. It's just me and my brother. You're talking about family-wise or people who's
Like
fighting
either
with me?
family, friends.
Oh, me and my brother, my wife, she should be coming. Couple more relatives that should be coming, families and friends that should be coming. Other than that, it's just us two.
Nice, very nice.
Go turn pro. Are you looking to turn pro anytime soon?
Excuse me?
You looking to turn professional anytime soon?
Oh yeah. That's been definitely on the mind. What we talked about is to have a couple of more amateur fights, to get my feet wet a little bit more, to see how comfortable I am, and then after that, we're gonna go pro.
Awesome.
Terrific.
Mhm.
Good. I think I'm done. Unless you have anything else you want to say till we meet at weigh-in next week. Yeah, this is great.
I just want to take the time to thank you guys for, interviewing me, trying to get to know me. I'm very blessed. I'm very grateful and blessed right now. For this opportunity, and I just can't wait to step into that ring.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun night. It's gonna be a long night, but it's gonna be a fun night. I'll do the best I can to call your fight.
Mm-hmm.
Pronounce your name right, because I box names up. So
That's fine.
I'll do the best I can. I'll study it. Okay. The
Thank
other
you.
thing, how do and Scott always asks this, how do you promote yourself? You have social media, which is important here in the final days.
How do I promote it?
Like, do you have any social media? How can the people viewing find you online?
Yes, I do have a social media through my fitness page. I'm working on making a solo one through my fighting. But my fitness page is called Stphard Fitness. I share that with my other brother. You'll see me doing some training, MMA training or exercises. Other than that, I should be making a solo page soon. But for now, it's Stphard Fitness.
You don't have an Instagram or anything like that right now.
That's my Instagram. Sorry.
Very good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to friend you on there as well. All right.
Thank you.
Great. All right. I think that's it, guys. I'm done. I think I got a lot more to do today. I really appreciate the time, champ, and I'll see you weighing on Friday. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Sure that we sit down a little more and any other up to date. And of course, I'm going to wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Indeed. And those viewing, definitely check out the show Dangerzone II. It's only $10 for a whole night of fights.
Sir. Thank you guys for having me.
God, they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it.